Hello everybody, I'm Esther, I live in a tiny house and today I decided to film somewhere differently. So basically I'm a bit stressed and I thought I'm just going for a walk and hopefully I can have some no people time. And so far I've only come across one person, so it's going well. Because ideally I would love to go to the middle of nowhere and just for a couple of days pretend that humans do not exist, but they do, and I live in the Netherlands, and there is no such thing as the middle of nowhere here. So yeah, but sometimes you have to do with what you got, and I got a very beautiful sunny day. The weather is nice, and the surrounding is also quite nice, so that's good. But that's not what we're here about. We're here about because this is another sewing vlog, and because lately it has been literally kind of more like a vlog style than, I don't know. So I thought, let's just roll with it and just take you along for a walk or other things and just treat it like a vlog, but then with the base of sewing. And this week I'm going to sew the Persephone pants from Anna Allen Clothing. I will leave the link down below to her beautiful patterns because she has many beautiful patterns that I do intend to make this year, and it's very exciting. I have at least 2 other patterns planned this year very soon, but right now it's the Persephone pants. If you remember my collage that I did, I will leave the link to the video of where I talk about my plans for this channel for this year somewhere above, but in that collage that I did there to show kind of the style that I was going for, there's this picture, and I kind of got fabric that's pretty similar to this, and I think the pattern is pretty similar to this pants, so that's kind of accidentally, but I'm not complaining. And yeah, so I do have to wait for my sewing machine, which hopefully will be here on the weekend. Well, not here, like at home in my tiny house, but yeah. I believe I'm not making much eye contact, I'm sorry for that, it's new and I'm very self-conscious about it, but I want to get more out of my comfort zone because in the summer I would love to also film my introductions or film more like outside, like in my garden, once the privacy is a bit up, but the sound, it will not be soundproof, so it will be very uncomfortable, and right now I'm not very up to it, but I thought this is a nice in-between because this is outside of where I normally film, and at the same time there are no people here. There's actually less people here to see me film than at home, so yeah, but I want to get out of my comfort zone. I want to care less about what other people think about me and what I do, so this is a new step, and well, as so many things, I'm gonna use YouTube as the platform to push myself out of my comfort zone because it has done for the past and it has brought me quite a lot, so I will share it here too, all the progress I'm gonna make and I'm making, so yeah, let's just get on with it. Yeah, so I think I don't think, I know I made a mistake when I ordered the fabric. I assumed that it would be the width of 140, but it was like a meter or something, and it's just a stupid mistake because if I just read properly I would know, but now we're in a situation that I have only fabric enough for one pant leg. And the problem with that is I have 2 legs. So I would like to have 2 pant legs as well. So that's kind of a bummer. That changes the plan a little bit because, you know, I won't be sewing an entire pants like I planned. I found this out yesterday when I already made the pattern. I folded it out with the idea I would cut the pattern pieces out, and that's when I realized. So I could have checked before I filmed, and that way I would have made a different plan. But now I still need a different plan. But this just happens. You know, like my mind is quite chaotic, and sometimes it's just, I don't know. But a new plan. If this fabric wasn't sold out, I could have ordered new fabric, and that way I could make an entire pants out of this. But the fabric is sold out, and also tomorrow I spend my last bit of money of this month, so there's no new fabric ordering this month. But anyway, I got this fabric. Originally planned to make a bucket hat out of this fabric anyway, but then without the leftovers that would possibly or possibly not be there. Obviously there is gonna be leftovers now, but it's way too much for just a bucket hat. So I was thinking what to do with this fabric, and then it's like I can make one entire pen leg out of it. So what if I just choose a different fabric for the other pen leg? The same type of fabric but a different color. For that I kind of want your help, because, you know, what kind of color? I'm slightly thinking to do a slightly lighter green, but, you know, perhaps like a nice pattern that matches this fabric. I don't know. It's also obviously going to be depending on what is on hand, but I would like to have your input and do a little brainstorm in the comments. So if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments. I ideally would like for this pants to fit in with my dream wardrobe that I'm making this year. So far, these are the colors currently on the plan of making items out of. So I just like the idea to be able to mix and match stuff. So keep that in mind. But yeah, also I still need to wait on my sewing machine because that one still hasn't arrived. So yeah, let's just make a bucket hat this week and discuss what I will do with the pants now. I believe I was 4 years old when we moved from Dordrecht to Wildevank, and I remember this boy and girl knocking on our door. I'm not certain why. It could be to welcome us in the neighborhood, or them saying, hey, we would like to babysit your children, you know, those kind of thing. But I remember this girl, and specifically the nose ring in this girl's nose. And, you know, in my mind it was huge, but in reality it was probably just a normal nose ring. But as a 4 years old kid, I thought it was the coolest, and I was like, I'm gonna get that when I'm older. I was not allowed to have a piercing before I was 18, and the problem with that is that by the time I was 18, my social anxiety was so bad that even the thought of walking into a piercing shop just could send me straight into a panic attack, so that didn't happen. And then I made excuses, and with that I mean I made a toxic cycle. Like, I needed to earn getting a piercing by setting goals that I was in my mental state could not get. They were very unrealistic goals. And then I was like, okay, I want to move out, and like as soon as I move out I get my piercing. But that process didn't run well. It took me like 6-7 years of searching and I couldn't, and then I just decided to get piercing regardless. And the funny thing is, when I started piercing my ears was also the time that I started looking in tiny houses, and that within a couple of months I had a trailer, I had a spot, and I could start building. And, you know, it started rolling very quickly since the moment when I got piercings. And I don't know if they are related, but I hope they are, because I don't know. And I still don't got my nose piercing because I have this tick or this OCD thing where I blow my nose like when I'm nervous, and even if I don't actually have to blow my nose. And yes, this has been very awkward in the pandemic, and actually has gotten a lot less because I'm very self-aware now because I don't want to get dirty looks. Long story short, I got my nose pierced. Both sides. I've been seeing that on so many people and I thought it was very cool, so I thought let's just get 2 nose piercings instead of 1, just to get done, and I'm very happy with them. I feel like I look more like myself now. I don't know. I'm very happy, and I'm also very proud that I did it. I did it because it's still a bit out of my comfort zone, just going, because it was a place I'd never been to, and I was on my own. Yeah, but she was very nice, very lovely. Also, she had the coolest trousers on. Yeah, that's things I noticed. But yeah, it does hurt a little bit, but you know, what do you want? There were needles in my nose, just picking holes. So of course that's going to be slightly painful, but I'm happy. And I hope that just like last time I started piercing, stuff is going to get rolling.